Okay, Vice Mayor McCurvey.
Well, I know a lot has been said on this, and we've fought a lot and argued a lot, good teams fight, about where we go with the budget. And, you know, a lot of people have changed this year. There's been a lot of gnashing of teeth this year. There's been a lot of misinformation this year. I know that when I was sworn in here, I was told for many months that the financial position of the city was excellent, no problem, we don't have any issues. And then after we spent several study sessions and we were very transparent, we found a number of issues that need to be addressed. This budget begins to address those things. And so I'm very proud to be able to come out and just say, look, there's a lot of comments today about, you know, giving credit for the past council. I'd like to give them some credit. I'd like to give them all the credit that they deserve, because when you hide $1.3 million a year for 10 years straight, and you waste a lot of money in ARPA funds, and you grow the organization by a large percentage over a period of time when the economy was not growing, it creates problems. And we're seeing that. And so we're going to have to pull back and tighten the belt going into this year, and we're doing that with this budget. And I think it takes really strong leadership from the folks that have been working so hard to identify those problems, help us to address those problems, and then help us to figure out how to prioritize from here forward, because a lot of things, and a lot of people talk about the library, like the library, the idea that the public has about what we can do and what they want are miles apart. And I will, you know, give credit to the past council about the community center, for example, because that started on the previous council, and we're delivering on that. And the way that we're able to deliver on that in this council is by draining most of Measure I. We're going to put $8.5 million of that money that could have gone somewhere else into that community center. And that's money that could have been spent somewhere else. We're going to talk more about that, but if you look at the budget, and you look at line by line, and you look at those humps and those big outliers like $8 million for community center, this is something that the city needs, but it's going to drain our resources to a point we're going to have to reprioritize, and that's what this budget does. And you'll know from what we've done that this budget is safety and health forward. It's identity forward. We're fixing the infrastructure with the roads. We're fixing downtown, and we're keeping the health and safety and the cleanliness of our community as a highest priority, because we want to make sure that everybody can go to the park, can go downtown, and get around the city without having trouble like they were having over the past 5 years. And so that has been evident. Everyone can see it. We've got a long ways to go yet, but we've made great progress, and that's this council's push. And it requires resources to do that. And we have taken what the people have told us, the people that elected us into these positions, and we've applied it that way so that we can make sure we get the most and deliver the most for our city. And we want to now focus internally on services and streamlining other things so that we can make it better. But the city is now barely balancing its budget and still has some deficits, to Mr. Beltran's point. But those deficits were unknown until this council came in and said, let's look closer at the books. And so now we're in a position where we can go forward, and I hope everybody that is an adult in the room can look at this and not be petty about it. But, you know, let's look forward, let's be optimistic, but let's be realistic as well, because we have to make sure that we deliver for all of the people in our city. And that's my comment.
Yeah, beautifully said, Vice Mayor. The Honorable Vice Mayor Ed McCurvey, great job.